A very good morning to all my students. Class section B writing portion is having two topics here. So I am going to discuss story writing topic in this class. A story writing is an art that requires a lot of communication skills. First of all, it requires the art of narrating things in an interesting way. You will be given either the introductory lines or some hints given in the input or both. You have to develop the story basing it on the information given in the input or the introductory lines. You have to develop it on the same theme as intended by the introductory lines or by the input. You can't go against the stated theme. So let's move on and discuss silent features of a good story. What are the silent features of a good story? First of all, basically developing and writing a good story needs the art of narration. You have to narrate the incidents in a sequential order leading to the final conclusion. Second point is, students should follow the basic theme as expounded by the input or by the introductory lines. They are not supposed to invent new and different themes. Means you have to go by the question only. You are not supposed to go out of the question and out of the hints given to you. Third point is, within the given limits, students are left with enough space where they can give expression to their creative talents. Means within the limits. Means you have to surround your ideas as per the question only, as per the hints only, but still you can create something unique. Fourth point is, the beginning and the concluding lines must support the main part or the events described in the story. Definitely the beginning and the concluding lines must support the main part, the main theme or the events described in the story. Okay, let's move on. The important aspects when writing a story are, first one is characters. When you write a story, you have to decide who will be in it, like who will be the main character of it. The people in a story are called characters. Before you start to write, think about the characters you might put in your story. What will each character do? Why is he or she important to the story? In what ways are your characters alike? How are they different? What can your characters learn from each other? One last thing to remember, your characters don't always have to be people. If an animal plays a part in the story, that animal is a character too. So you have to analyze what are the characters and what characters you have to put as per the question in your answer. Now the second point is setting. A story has to happen in a place. The place where a story happens is called the setting. The setting might be a place you are familiar with, or it might even be another planet, which you are not aware of. A setting doesn't even have to be a real place. It could be an imaginary place also. Next point is details. When you write a story, you use your imagination to see everything that happens. Details help readers understand how something looks, how it feels, how it sounds, even how something smells or tastes. So you have to detail your theory, you have to explain your theory by using your imagination within the limits of the story only. Okay? Next point is plot. Once you have decided on your characters and setting and made them come alive with details, your characters have to do something. Means you have to mention what your characters are doing in that story. What your characters do is the plot of your story. How they are acting, what action they are doing, what they are performing. It's all about your plot of the story. To make the plot exciting, additional problems. Right? Yes. So let's take an example of story writing. Let's take an example of story writing here. Question is, Aradhana started writing a story of two boys in a jungle. Due to the pressure of heavy engagements, you gave up. After writing a line or so, taking help from the input given below and basing on the introduction, Aradhana made develop a complete story. Viru and Karim were young Keralites. Next week, their school was going to organize a camp near a forest in Ponmadi. So, you are having an outline in the question and you have to take out the hints, then form a good and exciting story. You can see the hints here. Went out to explore forest, lost the way, away from the camp, cries of animals, heard thump thump sound, a large elephant trumpeted angrily, came towards them, a balloon started blowing, big balloon hit hard, with hand, bang bang, loud noise, elephant turned away, saved. So these are the things, these are the hints or words has been given to you which will be very beneficial for you to make an interesting story, right? This makes it very easier for you. So let's move on to the answer. How can you make a good story with these hints? Viru and Karim were young Keralites. The next week, their school was going to organize a camp near a forest in Ponmadi. The following week, they joined the camp. One day, they went out together. They thought of going inside the forest to explore it. Soon, they lost their way. The sun had set. They were walking along the Periyar river. They heard a loud noise. They stood still and listened to it. They heard the sound of an animal coming towards them. It was the sound of a big elephant. He was just 50 meters away from them. The elephant smelled them too. He saw them standing quietly behind an oak tree. He raised his long trunk up in the air and trumpeted loudly. The boys didn't move. Viru was a little frightened, but Karim was not. Slowly the elephant started coming nearer and nearer. Now he was only 10 meters away. Let's do something, said Karim. Do it before he attacks, said Viru. Karim pulled out a balloon from his pocket. He put it in his mouth and started blowing into the balloon. At last, it was blown to the size of a small bag. Karim hit the full-blown balloon hard with his hand. Bang, bang. The elephant stopped and trumpeted angrily. He was confused. The elephant turned away and disappeared into the forest. The boys ran and ran till they reached safe at the camp. So here you can see that by having those hints, by using those hints, those words, that vocabulary, you can make a very good story by using your own imagination too, right? You can put your own ideas, your imagination within the limit of the story, right? So that's it for the story writing. I hope you have understood the lesson, the explanation I have done, and I will give you the question regarding the assignment regarding the story writing. You have to complete that assignment. Okay, class, that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching.